Dear Spooky Dooky, I've been a fan of your channel for a while now, and I finally decided to share a story that has haunted me for years. It's not just scary, it's downright bizarre and inexplicable. It was the summer of 2018, and I was living in a small cabin in the woods of upstate New York. I chose the place for its isolation and tranquility, perfect for my writing. However, one night, tranquility turned into terror. It was around midnight when I heard the first noise. I was sitting at my desk, my laptop the only light in the room, when a soft, repetitive tapping started outside my window. At first, I thought it was a branch swaying in the wind, but there was no wind. The tapping grew increasingly insistent, almost rhythmic, like someone was knocking on the glass with purpose. I got up to check, heart pounding, but saw nothing but darkness. No branches, no animals, just an eerie silence after the tapping stopped. I convinced myself it was nothing and returned to my work. But then, the tapping started again, this time from the opposite side of the cabin. I felt an icy chill run down my spine. I grabbed my flashlight and went outside, circling the cabin. There was no one there. No footprints. Nothing to suggest any human presence. When I re-entered the cabin, the tapping had moved back to the original window. Now, it was accompanied by a faint whispering, like someone was trying to speak through the glass. The words were indistinct, but the tone was clear, a mix of pleading and warning. I decided to record the sound, thinking it might be some kind of auditory hallucination or a prank. I sat with my recorder near the window, waiting. The tapping grew louder, the whispers clearer, but still undecipherable. After a few minutes, it stopped abruptly, leaving a silence so profound it felt like the world had paused. I played back the recording, and to my shock, besides the tapping, there was a voice clear as day saying, "Leave this place before it finds you." The voice was not one I recognized, not from any neighbor or local I knew. It was deep, resonant, and carried an urgency that sent shivers down my spine. That night, I barely slept. Every little sound seemed amplified. Every shadow seemed to move. The next morning, I decided to investigate the history of the land. At the local library, I found old newspaper clippings about a man who disappeared in the woods near my cabin back in the 1950s. He was last seen near where my cabin now stood, and he was known to tap on windows of homes late at night, looking for his lost daughter. Could it be him? His spirit still searching? That day I packed my bags and left. I haven't returned since, but the memory of that night, the tapping, and the voice on the recording still haunt me. I've attached the recording to this email, but be warned, listening to it might make you feel like you're not alone. Keep up the great work on your channel. And thanks for giving me a platform to share this mind-blowing experience. Best regards, George. Thank you, George, for listening, and much thanks for the story.
Leave this place before